Quick, before I start this video, everyone go and show some support to my sister, Flamingo Rider, because she's been giving me shoutouts and showing love in so many of her videos. By the way, I watched like almost each and every podcast she made. Her videos are getting better and better. And I'm not making a commentary-esque video to not return the favor, so shoutouts to her.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Well, that took a while. To my defense, I was actually quite often sick this year, for some strange reasons. Like, I'm not kidding when I say I was never as sick as I was this year. And I usually have a pretty good immune system. I don't know, maybe it just wasn't my year. But in hindsight, I'm not bothered of the continuation taking me as long as it did. Quite the opposite, cause there was actually some more stuff that happened with the whole Conan situation. If you kept up with my community posts, you'll know. Which gave me some additional things to talk about. So, at the end of the day, just waiting and looking at how the situation unfolds after the first expose was probably the best strategy. You know, instead of dumping everything I didn't mention in the first video into this follow-up sloppily, just to be done with it, as I planned initially. Now, the first video was not good. I think it was one of the worst videos I made in my life. However, with enough time that has passed since, I now have more of a clear vision to improve on my previous video. I probably wouldn't have had if I continued with the saga too quickly or covered every point I had initially in one longer video, instead of splitting it apart. Well, I'm glad I didn't, and just chose to take my time. That's a plus. Only negative being that with all of the information piling up over the second half of the year, I ended up with a really long video. Probably the lengthiest I've ever made and ever will make. With all that said, you guys need to really bear with me here. I myself didn't expect to make it this long, but just grab a snack, you know, make yourselves comfortable, and enjoy the video. Conan has a lot of channels under their belt, and I mean a lot. This is gonna be the longest section by far, as we'll take a look at each and every single one of them. And we'll analyze them, see if we can spot even more stolen stuff than on the channel we just looked at. Having a backup channel, just in case something happens, with the main one isn't something odd at all. Many YouTubers have one main and a second / backup channel. What makes it confusing though in Conan's case is firstly, they have around 6 channels, and secondly, their main channel we just talked about might not even be their main channel, but their second main channel. Yeah, this is gonna be a rabbit hole now, won't it? Yeah, so the amount of channels and the fact they've been pretty active on most of them made it pretty confusing for me to truly, paginate the channels. But I think it's almost safe to say that my Go DLMV LM English channel is Conan's second channel, due to some key factors. By the way, they changed their name and profile pic, just so that you know, it's still the same channel. 1. They've been here the longest. 2. They use this channel to comment under videos. 3. They've posted just as many, if not most, of their stolen videos on here, which we'll take a closer look onto now. This clip from Conan's Lucky Mini AMV belongs to a My Sakurayima edit from user PHSPHR. I'm trying my best with these names, as my besties have pointed out for me already. However, there's another, I wouldn't really say stolen piece, but there are so-called trickster scenes, which are these slow-mo clips people upload on YouTube for editors to freely use for editing. So the permission would technically be there. They are for free, but if I were them, I would have personally have credited from where they've got the scene pack from down in the description below, but that's just me. Let's take a closer look at Magic Day MEP parts 14 and 15, or only part 15 in particular, as part 14 only seems to be a pre-cure Christmas clip, as part 15 is clearly ripped from a Jin Akai AMV. I couldn't quite find which one, to be honest, so feel free to comment down below. Next up, we have a part from a Christmas MEP, My Only Wish This Year for Christmas, part 35 and 36. It's safe to say that part 36 takes most of user Leah's Ran Murray edit with the song Snowflake. How could I tell right away? Well, the credits from the edit were not cut out from the stolen video. It amazes me how easy it sometimes is to find these, yet sometimes he chooses videos that are just so obscure that, for a lack of a better term, that just makes it near to impossible to find the source material. Like, searching for these is either the hardest thing ever or just piss poor easy. Never something in between. That's mind-blowing to me. Anyways, here we have 3 stolen pieces in one 18-second part. Must be a new record. The first 4 seconds are taken from the user Seskan and their Aikatsu Star edit. Next we have a part from Deadly Potato, if you couldn't tell, from her Take a Hint AMV with the character Lara. And I think it's safe to say that this is a clip from Jin Akai again. This is from their Enemy AMV. Conan isn't only stealing runs from you. That would show a level of regret. And forget what I just said about the record, because this plagiarized Christmas part was another 3 stolen edits crammed into only 17 seconds. A Conan part, of course, a Sailor Moon part, and a Sonic part from, once again, an AMV clip taken from Leah. The second one is a Sailor Moon-esque edit with the characters Luna, Himeka, and Kakeru, and I swear to God, finding the source is literally impossible. The movie has moderately little edits compared to regular Sailor Moon, and I still struggled. Obviously, it belongs to someone else, looks way too good to be Conan's. But neither me nor Alina were able to find anything that came close. We searched on YouTube, Insta, TikTok, and we basically searched half the entire web. Yeah. So, I know some of you all are Sailor Moon fans. Please, if you guys have seen an edit that looks similar to this part, please let us know. And with the Sonic part, you may miss it at first, as the watermark is covered up again, but this Super Sonic edit undoubtedly belongs to Sonic Who's edits. I even watched them, so I already had a suspicion. And I was right. Please go and check them out. Their stuff is so amazing. So, for Cure Milk Guitar's Once Upon a December MEP, they've submitted a part from a Cure Spicy edit from a user Cure Grace 37, as she herself pointed out to me. Speaking of pre-cure, this Cure Carol edit belongs to the user Jessie Chan. As the watermark already implies, they make short pre-cure edits. Please check them out. And of course, all stolen channels are linked down below. Another video that got stolen from Dancing Diva, their Smile Precure More AMV. Conan used for their Henry Manulak AMV. Oh, and there's also Takagacha's intro in here for some reason. Not the first time they've taken that. Kinda love the fact that Conan would even steal from people they've joined in MEPs with. As previously mentioned, they have no shame stealing it only once from you. At this point, I'm surprised I didn't find anything they might have stolen from Michi-chan. They constantly link them as a source of inspiration, which I don't really see reflected in their videos, no shade, but sure. So that's a good thing at least. Taka's intro being stolen was pointed out by me by my viewers. So was the fact they are using Cookie and Cream Zebra thumbnail. However, said video doesn't only rip the thumbnail but the whole video, unmodified. It's her Star Twinkle Fireflies AMV. It's really good and Cookie's channel is linked down below. The How You Like That outro takes the Ran Murray edit by user Uitsumi around the 8-second mark. This Cure Twinkle AMV belongs entirely to the channel Medical Lightning. It's her Cure Twinkle AMV that got plagiarized. Speaking of Cure Twinkle, there's another AMV Conan made, and if you observe the video footage closely, you can see there's a video overlaying over the Sonic X clip. And you can make up lyrics that belong to the song Focus by Ariana Grande. So, this brought me to the video from user Nightshade. And I know it's a little hard to make out, but I think it's safe to say it's this video. Another one for Ruby. This Halloween part has an Ava Kaden edit in it, from the user Smashinerd. You can take a wild guess how I got to that conclusion. This Precure Transformation compilation video is another re-upload. This time from the channel Shine. Conan, just because you link them as your source of inspiration, doesn't mean you get a pass to steal from them. Re-uploading the whole video seemingly without permission, only to link the original down below, doesn't classify as taking inspiration. Same goes for the LMP video you took from Letupita. I myself link whenever video I got inspired by when editing a certain video of mine. But when I and others take inspiration, it's usually in the form of I'm inspired to edit with this certain show because I saw an editor I watched doing it first. Or I really like the song that I heard from this AMV I watched and now I want to edit with it as well. In other words, inspiration is transformative. You didn't make this video from scratch using the inspiration you got. You re-uploaded the thing without adding anything onto it, and even the thumbnail you used also belongs to a different video Shine made. You're not being original, it's not inspiration. It's plagiarism. Now, this one was pointed out to me by a lovely viewer of mine. This person, sorry I can't pronounce that, made a Susura Hanatemari edit on their YouTube shorts, and Conan used that as material for their part for the Tomboy MEP, part 10 and 11. Oh, and here are some I forgot to mention about the CRBB Ranbold Conans Channel. Line lyrics actually got robbed twice, yes. Remember the Christmas MEP I unlisted? Conan's part for me had a 11-second segment taken from line lyrics. Ran Murray never wanted to dance, AMV. I just realized that now. Not back then, and not even when I made the first video. Like why? It's not even obscured. This is clearly their watermark. This is just me being dumb. This Bleach Say Goodbye AMV uses the entirety of Bleach Making Love Out of Nothing at All, AMV taken from Nick Nasty, as proven by watermark and thumbnail. Speaking of, there are still 2 Bleach videos I have yet to find. If you guys know anything, I'll make sure to collect your information and pin them under this video in the comment section. Next one was once again hard to find, not because I had no watermark mind you, but because the quality was so ridiculously low, I couldn't even read what it was saying. Now to my defense, I have -10 as my vision. I can't do a thing without my glasses, my eyesight is dog shit. Me not being able to spot line lyrics watermark for 2 entire years is proof of that, okay? So, you couldn't imagine how relieved I was when I was still able to find out that the 10 seconds used for Conan's Tangled Up MEP part for Root Enix were taken from an AMV by Sherlock Kudo. And they took the clip from around 0.2 to 12 seconds into the video. And mind you, after barely making out the name, I was still struggling to find their channel due to them, and the video itself being smaller and them not really uploading anymore. So I really needed to use the exact keywords to find them. I'm not trying to complain here, don't get me wrong, I wanted to make this video, but it kind of shows, again, why content thieves such as Conan wouldn't even attempt to steal from bigger channels in the first place. If you know they would be off safer just taking from videos that don't get any push by the algorithm, knowing that would make searching up the original source way more time consuming for people like me who do question each of their uploads. Obviously, your regular YouTube watcher wouldn't want to go through all of this, so Conan is playing it safe. You have to give him that. P.S. The profile picture and the name MyGo are a direct rip-off of the actual MyGo channel I came across searching for Conans Channel. Just wanted to point that out. LMPPCGENMX Arts Any Studios is their supposed third channel. Noticeable thing here is how this channel exists the longest and is still posting till this day, unlike their MEP channel I'm referring to as their main channel for the sake of this video. But it's actually, given how this one is probably the oldest, most subscribed out of all of them, and most active, probably their actual main channel. And the one we just looked at was for MEP parts only, so to speak. They also felt the need to re-upload some MED videos taken from the user Fluffy MMD, and at least they credited them alongside iPad Magic, whom I think they take all their Precure clips from, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, it's basically always these two channels that get credit, I guess. This one belongs to a video from Gonzalo Obergozo. This one's from Dancing Diva, of course. Who else at this point? Here, Conan used their Magical Girl Lucky Strike AMV. Their Girl Princess X Sailor Moon AMV uses a huge portion of the AMV. Girl Princess Precure Victorious, made by Precure editor Sunset Edits. Here we have an AMV that takes two stolen videos. One is an Peachy Peachy Peach Mermaid Melody MMD, taken from this user here, while the My Hero Academia clips are seemingly taken from the user Kaido AMV. But since I wasn't able to find the original video, I can only say that their editing style is very unique, and I think it's safe to say it's a video stolen from them. That's definitely their watermark. Another edit was stolen, this time from the user @s_.shk. Don't know how to pronounce that. I haven't been able to make this user out yet, unfortunately. I did manage to find the Digimon clip of this MEP part though, and it belongs to the user Tama Chow. It's a scene from their Real Slim Shady Digimon YouTube short edit. And here I want to quickly pause the video to correct myself and to give credit where credit is due. Because Kimari totally caught on to Conan and addressed the situation. Under this exact part, a year ago or so, she was, in fact, one of the only creators to confront Conan, directly. Thank you, but I can't accept this. It has a watermark of a different channel. Can you fix that? No, I can't. I'm not Meets-chan. What? No, that's not it. But any content that has someone else's watermark that isn't from your channel can't be taken, as that could possibly hurt other people participating in this MEP if they were to receive a complaint from the original creator because of you. If you want to be in my MEPs, do not use videos with watermarks. And language barriers aside, she absolutely ate that. That comment alone destroyed Conan more than anything I ever did. Perhaps Tsukimari, or not, taking the BS. I had to correct myself on that one, I'm sorry. Now let's move on. So, Columbia Record Studios, can someone please tell me if impersonating a record label is illegal or not? Has a Precure X Naruto AMV on it, which clearly ripped off scenes from some Naruto AMV. Again, finding any of the exact same Bleach and Naruto AMVs is pretty much impossible for the sheer size of these fandoms. So I am once again asking you, the viewer, for your help. If you've seen something, anything that looks like the videos shown on screen, let me know. This last one, once again, I don't have 100% proof for, as this is the second instance of Conan actually trying to hide the fact it's stolen by editing with the material they stole. They obviously added effects, and the scenes shown here have also been found in this All of Me Ira AMV from the user The Phantom Squad. It's the same Kindmaster watermark, same video quality, and the same switch between zoomed in and zoomed out scenes. Still, take it with a grain of salt. There could be another Ira AMV who looks exactly like Conan's part they've made for my Doki Doki MEP back then that I just haven't found. There's also this MEP part for Meets-chan's Uptown Funk MEP, which uses clips from My Girl Princess Peach and her delicious party precure AMV. Now the scenes here aren't in order completely, but it's clearly taken from the video, which I take offense to. What's also important to mention that not only MEP parts are stolen materials, but also the AMVs. See this Christmas AMV they made using scenes from the Conan of the Bells Christmas AMV by the user Jacka1021. I don't know if Christmas is their favorite holiday or something, but they made like a lot of Christmas stuff. Or should I say stole a lot of Christmas stuff. Glitter Breeze and Duo-chan Makoto-P, anime stars, is their now abandoned 4th channel, who didn't do much except, you guessed it, re-uploading clips, next to MyGo, which wasn't the only channel Conan used to get into Mythic Butterfly's MEPs. They've also stolen from Coco and their In the End Star Twinkle AMV, which is probably one of the best precure AMVs ever made, hands down. But I just found it interesting that they're willing to credit Meets-chan as their source of inspiration for the music, yet still refuse to link from where they got the Twixter scenes from. They tend to pick and choose who they want to credit for their stuff, which I've noticed. Kinda makes you think if Conan sometimes credits people so that he seems less suspicious to them. Maybe that's a speculation. Yeah, something they're also known for is being part of the collective groups of leakers whom spread misinfo on new precure seasons. Like this obviously fan-made title for 2023's precure, Gaming Alpha Precure, which totally doesn't sound like one of these brain-rot Elsa Gay titles. They've screenshotted that to later repost on their channel stating, "New precure season logo leaked for 2023 is Alpha Gaming Precure, so it was never confirmed to be fake." Yes, but straight up assuming it has been confirmed because it, quote-unquote, wasn't proven false around that time is kinda bullshit. Also, love how they've used their second account to make it seem like it's a known fact. Something all other channels have in common, except their grammar and dumbass names, is the fact that the moment someone comments something or posts a thing, they'll be followed up by a comment from another one of those channels immediately. Like, astonishingly fast, almost like it's one person switching between multiple accounts, but that's speculation. Something that also popped into my eye even more than anything is they're seemingly either or both Japanese and Indonesian. Now, before anyone comments anything, I don't condone stereotyping people. Okay, I'm just pointing out that if what's stated in her bio is true, that might explain why their walls of text tend to look Google translated directly from an Asian language to English, if you will. Cause being pretty consistent with using broken English across these multiple channels made everyone make the connection in the first place. Just wanted to point that out, okay? Next channel is HTS Superforce MX trademark from Stellar Law. It looks like a typical Clips channel at first, but looking at their shorts section reveals a stolen edit. 2 in fact, both about Eikatsu and the character Madoka. Both still have their original sounds, there's not even a song change. Meanwhile, Madoka Magica, etc. USA channel makes your typical magical girl re-uploads we've seen before. There's also LMPCGEN. I'm not reading the whole thing. This is like their 8th channel for all I care. At least we have something to talk about here. They've stolen one video, a YouTube short to be exact, an Aya Maruyama edit rip from the channel 4Pro. Nothing added, nothing cut, no music changed, just straight up re-uploaded. So that's one Aikatsu edit I found. We still have one on that one HTS channel I just talked about. First one was taken from a Aikatsu edit short channel named Akari Ribbon. The second one, as the watermark already spoils, belongs to the user Akatsu2021, also known as Cartoon Edits on YouTube. Here we have Eliezer, or however you pronounce her name. Do not hack. Good thing you've written it in your username. Now nobody will be able to hack you for sure. Only thing worth stating is that she loves making violent threats to wipe them off her channel soon after being called out. Yeah, we'll get to that. Otherwise, the channel's dead. Here, I think I'll still mention the channel FCE Media Works, Lila and Hasuno Zora. And I want to specify that unlike every other channel mentioned, I am only speculating that this channel might be Conan. My reasonings for that suspicion being the former mentioned long channel titles. Their channel title it's long, but no, yeah. And the fact that their thumbnails look very similar to the thumbnail style we've seen on previous channels. Their videos, which consist of mainly re-uploads, also have similar subjects, like the same anime and kids cartoons we've seen featured on Conans channels. But what's really interesting to note here is that some of Conan's channels are recommended by them. Heck, the reason I'm talking about them is because I've seen them being linked as a source of inspiration. Under some video Conan made, they've commented under it. So, they're another Conan account? Despite what I just listed, there's still one key thing that contradicts this theory. They're clearly using proper English in their bio, which none of the other channels did so far. It was always gibberish with English words. Here, you can pause and actually read the description. It's much different. Not only the grammar, but I can't recall Conan ever linking their Ko-Fi. Speaking of links, it was the HTS Superforce trademark channel I found them on, and they've linked them separately here, which you usually only tend to do with a really close friend or your second channel. In my opinion, there's only two options here. A, they're the real source of inspiration for Conan all along, and all their channels, as it seems as they have either completely ripped their style, except they're seemingly cool with it. Again, they're close enough to link each other. Or B, this is just another Conan account disguising as a bigger channel to shout them out. And I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say it's option A. Because if it's option B, and this is you, Conan, I have a question for you. How are you using your most proper English for a description, yet your written apologies look like you're typing in an alien language? See? This doesn't make sense to me, which is why I think it's not them, personally. But since this channel is linked up with Conan, I still had to investigate. Granted, I found no stolen videos, so I have nothing against them. Unfortunately, since their ties to Conan, my eyes are on them. Now, DDP, Eliza, and Star Elegance seem to be their focus at the moment, as they are the two channels with the most recent uploads by the time of making this video. So, if you see them, avoid them. The former, by the way, has one MEP part for Lori, and from what I've seen, it's not stolen. Credit where credit's due. There's also Silver and Osamu Mikoto. Interesting name. We remember, back in December, they had a channel with the character Osamu in the title, and there are two stolen videos on this channel. One multi-fandom AMV, and one MEP part. The MEP part was their latest upload on this channel in January. Also, I don't know anything about the host, but I hope they kicked Conan out on their own. Then there's A-Star FMC Vivo, and I didn't find much on this channel, but what stuck out to me immediately was the Sonic Prime AMV. And yeah, the thumbnail already gives it away, but this video is of the show Sonic Prime with the song Undefeatable. The original belongs to the user Chicken Pie. Interestingly enough, this would be the only known instance of Conan stealing a video with much over 100k views from a much larger creator. It kinda got me thinking. And then it came to me. The video that was taken is set to YouTube's Kids mode, in where you can't comment under someone's video. So, how could I, or anyone else for that matter, comment under said video to inform the creator this video got stolen? You can't. That's why I'm informing you here. Dear Chicken Pie, love your videos. You're an inspiration to my channel. Editing me, sure. I just woke up to another channel being created. Literally got created yesterday, and literally only exists to try to block and report my new video. They also commented, I guess asking for forgiveness, I think, referring to Fizzy as their friend all of a sudden. Oh, so now you wanna be friends with everyone again, huh? After I announced the video. Not too long ago, you were still threatening to mass report us all off the platform. Very interesting. We, by the way, never threatened to report any of your channels. Although I believe the people you stole from have a right to do so, no shade. We told people to ignore you if you'll attempt to join their MEPs. Otherwise, there really isn't a reason to get you banned or anything. Just go back to uploading anime clips in the lowest quality possible and do your own thing. Please, leave our MEPs alone, I'm begging you at this point. There's also this channel Alina managed to find. I haven't spotted anything stolen here. It's just playlists, but again, I'm keeping my eye on all of them. There's also another channel I found that joined around last month and is now Conan's current sock puppet. I wanna go back to bed. Now, here we have Idle Street Pastel Tune Sounds. And straight up, what the fuck is this channel banner? What are these artworks? These girls are underage, by the way. Like, I'm not trying to accuse them of anything, but why would you choose these pictures to be in the banner in particular?
Nope, stop talking, go to jail.
By the way, I did some Google searching in the Wayback Machine, and it led me to an artist whom oddly likes to put these underage magical girls in bikinis for some reason. And what do we have here? Oh, it's straight up lolicon, okay. I'm done. I don't care what this channel even does. Not worth my review, and you shouldn't look up any of these channels either. It's not worth it. Editing Misha here. So I literally just woke up to find out that their actual latest channel is titled Urwich Star. And I immediately went, wait, they were in Haneka's new MEP. And yep. And in all honesty, I have to take the L here, because I myself, yes, me, who've been working on this follow-up the whole summer, didn't realize it was them. Mainly due to how short their name was, but also because their name was placed on the bottom left instead of the typical bottom front center. Their channel also isn't Detective Conan or Magical Girl centered like all his other channels, which made me to believe that they've caught on to how people manage to discover that they use alternate accounts, so this time they tried to look like a regular-ass multi-fandom channel instead of looking like they're another burner account. Which, by the way, if you actually go to the channel, they link the previously mentioned DDP, Eliza and Glitter Breeze channel. If you needed any more proof, it was them. This channel seems to have a second account as well. Oh, and with that video again. If I was the creator, I would sue at this point. Anyways, they've gotten part 5 in her new Magical Girl MEP. Conan signed in wanting to use Cure Flora and Cure Passion. While the Cure Passion bit is just a transformation, the Cure Flora edit belongs to the user Glamrock Flammer, and is yet another instance of Conan trying to hide the fact it's stolen by cutting the scenes in different order yet again. But they still use the very first result that pops up if you search Cure Flora edit, so no, it wasn't hard to find the original source. And I almost thought they improved in copying homework. And of course, they used this channel to immediately get back into even more MEPs. I am not getting a break. They also can't seem to shut the fuck up about Meets-chan. Like, is she living rent-free in your head? Just to let you know, Meets-chan and we haven't posted anything about you in forever. I only started posting about you again because you decided to steal again. Except you don't even tag us anymore. For some reason. Dude, if you wanna tell us something, tag us. The only reason I'm looking at your community posts right now is because I'm working on a video. Otherwise, I don't care, okay? No one's actually checking out each and every single one of your community tabs to see if you've spoken ill about them or not. No shade, but we don't care about you outside of this drama, unfortunately. And I'm not saying this to be rude, I'm just saying how it is. Also, Conan, no, you're not a partner with no studio Aniplex. Stop it. Okay, back to the video. Just know that some of their channels, they might delete later, as they are known for doing so, just as they are known for pumping out new channels on a monthly schedule. My guess is, if one channel doesn't do it, they make another one and hope for higher engagement. If that doesn't work, they steal stuff, pass it as their own in hopes of then getting engagement. And if that doesn't work, they abandon their channel and focus on the next. The cycle repeats, and that's why there are so many of them. My second guess is, they seriously try to appear as if they and all their alternate channels are part of a studio of some sorts, with especially referring to their other channels as partners, using titles such as official, /Vivo, or studio. And if you have, for example, a MEP studio, you have multiple members in there, otherwise it wouldn't be a studio. So, of course, if someone reads studio in the title, they're automatically picturing multiple people behind this channel. Or maybe a little bit of both even. And no, guys, there's still nothing wrong with any of that. If they want to expand themselves into different genres with different channels, they have all the right to do so. By the way, if it turns out I'm wrong and all these channels are managed by more than one person, as the FCE channel already implied, I'll gladly unlist this video from my channel and make a correction follow-up. The problem, however, with all of this still is, and yes, it's a problem when you know about the current state of the channels, that across all of these different channels, their content stays the same. Speaking of their content, we'll take a closer look at their original content and talk a little bit about their interactions with other creators. I hope you guys look forward to it.